guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I felt like doing just a look using all of my favorite products that I pretty much use on a daily basis. So yeah, if you are interested in finding out how I got this look or the products that I use, then just stay tuned. Let's do this. These two of my favorite primers. This one is by Too Faced, and it's more like a serum for your skin versus like a primer to say. And it's the Plump and Prime Luxury Face Plumping Primer Serum. And I just like to put this on my face first. I feel like makeup sits better when it's on moisturized skin. I go in with my actual primer, and it is all jacked. But it's the OneSize Secure the Blur Primer. And this really grabs onto your foundation and helps it set in the skin real nice. I also like the way my makeup looks on my skin when I use this, especially like if I'm, like all day. At the end of the day, I feel like my makeup still looks nice on my skin when I use this with that other Too Faced product. I'm gonna go in with one of my favorite day foundations that I've been using, and it is the Your Skin But Better CC Color Correcting Full Coverage Cream. So it's got a bunch of good stuff for your skin, anti-aging, hydrating serum, that, and it also has an SPF 50. I'm really big on SPF. You want to make sure that you wear SPF every day, protect that skin of yours, dolls, Alright, so with this, I don't really like to use a whole lot because it is full coverage. And I go in first with a face brush, go in with a damp sponge and press it into the skin. And the color that I use is in the shade medium. Okay, so when I put this on, I kind of just use like a stippling motion to press it, and then I swirl to blend it. For a CC cream, this stuff is amazing. It's good for your skin, but it also gives you that full coverage look like a full coverage foundation would. I mean, look at that. It's really amazing stuff. I do love the Vieve Cosmetics brand. They are good. They're a really good cosmetic line. Damp sponge. I'm just gonna press it in. Makes it kind of sit better on the skin. Last more. The next thing I'm gonna do is go in with so this is one of my favorite concealers that lately I've been using it every single day that I do makeup. Especially like during the day, it lasts forever. It goes on the skin so nicely. You can even use it for like a foundation if you want to get a shade, like a couple shades darker, and it's amazing. So this is the Forever Skin Correct by DIOR, and I use the shade 2W0. I think it's 2W0. To bring it all the way down to my edge of my nose there, and then sweep it up. I know it's kind of random, but so I have certain spots from when I was a teenager when I would get really bad acne. But I don't know if you can see it, but there's like little indents right in this area, and I like to first go in with like a color corrector, and I use the Cover FX in orange, and I use that first. And it just kind of and then I like to also do it right here. So then with the color correct, I actually like to blend it out just using my finger. So then I go in with that DIOR color correct. Go over it. then I go back in with that damp sponge, and I just blend that up. And I really like to press it in right there in the corners of my nails. Pressing under your eye, really press it in there so that you don't get the creasing. You want to do that before you set it with the powder. I feel like using that color corrector on those little weird spots on my face, it kind of masks them just a little bit. So now that we're done with that concealer, now I'm going to go in and I'm going to use a brighter concealer for the other areas that I'm going to lighten up, and I'm going to go in with Colourpop No Filter Concealer, and this is in the shade Light 10. Much, much, much brighter, as you can see. And I just like to use this for right on my forehead, and a little right here, a little on my lips, and then of course my nose. Okay, not a whole lot. And I'm going to go in and do my cream contour. And for the cream contour, I'm actually going to use the same DIOR product, the Skin Correct Forever. And this stuff sticks. I kind of actually like to do one spot at a time and blend it before I go into the next area, because it will really stick into place. And I do like to use the same sponge with all my cream products, because it kind of just helps everything blend better. Into my forehead area. And with that, now I'm going to go ahead and blend the concealer. Done with the creams. Now I'm going to go in and just set it with powder. The first thing I'm going to use, and I'm going to use Powder Puff, Makeup Powder Puff, and I'm going to set it with the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter Pressed Powder, and I go in with the shade Fair. And I like to use this to set my whole face first. And just press a little bit and let the makeup, the Powder Puff kind of do its thing. It really helps to set all of that. And I really like to get in there in these creases and set that. Okay, so now I'm going to go in a little bit heavier in the under eye area to set that concealer. I like to kind of bring it up this way. I feel like it gives my face a little bit of a lifted look. And then I'm also going to go in a little bit heavier with this right here. And then now I'm going to go in with my contour shade, and I'm going to grab it from my favorites. Like, if you've watched any of my videos, you know this is my jam. I love this. But for today's look, I'm just going to use the contour shade Dawn. As you can see, use that just to go in and kind of deepen up the contour areas just a little bit. For my nose, I'm going to use the powder. I'm going to go in with an LC brush to do that. And I'm going to put a little on that is right there. I like to kind of go back in with the powder puff and just press it and kind of blend do that to kind of blend it a little bit. And then now I'm going to go in with my blusher. And for the blush, I'm going to use my favorites. This video is all my favorite products. So my favorite, look at it, it's like so weird. But it's the Vieve Cosmetics Sunset Blush. It's in the shade Cherub. And it's just real pretty, natural, pink. And this stuff is pigmented. So you don't need a lot. A little goes a long way. Okay, and then I'm going to use an angled brush today to apply this. And I also like to add a little here. That's been my thing. And then lately this has been my thing. At least like during the day. With the eyebrows, and the eyebrows I'm going to use the HUDA Cosmetics brow powder, and I use Universal Taupe, the blonder shade. What I actually like to do also is go underneath the eyebrow with a little bit of the concealer, the lighter concealer, this Colourpop one. I'm going to use the Anastasia brow gel in, I think it's medium brown. And we'll just use that to go over the eyebrow hairs. Brush them up. Now that I'm done with that, now I'm just going to go in and do my eyeshadow look. And since we're just doing, this is kind of like my favorite products, but also like my daily look if I go out and I'm doing my makeup like during the day or when I go to the office. This is the look that I like to go for. So I'm going to use the same contour shade from the Mellow Cosmetics palette that I used earlier for my contouring areas. And I'm going to use that to contour in the crease on my eyelid. Okay, so I'm going to use a larger blending brush and just grab some color. Let me just get my mirror here. And then so when I place this, I go back and forth in an upward motion right here because I want to get that, you know, lifted. And then I like to bring it all the way in. Connect it kind of with the nose contour. Okay, so as you can see, brought it down under here. I like to bring it up high on my eyelid. Just I don't know, like the way it looks. Okay, so now the second shade, the second color I'm going to do, it's another Mellow Cosmetics, and it is their Glitter Chrome eyeshadow, and it's in the shade Champagne. I'm just going to use a small flat eyeshadow brush to place this. I don't know if you guys can see it, but just a little bit. And I'm going to put that right in the center of my lid. And I like to just kind of press it. But it just gives this beautiful, shimmery look. And this stuff lasts like all day. I love at the end of the day, I can still see that glittery half shadow on my lid. I love it. Okay, I'm bringing it all the way to the corner of my eyelid. Okay, so I'm going to go in with a blending eyeshadow brush. This is a different one that I was using before. And I'm just going to kind of go along the edges of that to kind of blend it with that contour shade. Okay, so that's pretty much it. And then I'm going to use, I think earlier I said I was only using the contour shade out of this palette, but I'm actually using one of the highlighters as well, so scratch that. I'm going to use this highlighting shade right here. Look at how dirty that is. So yeah, I'm going to use this highlighting shade right here, and I'm going to put that in the crease, I'm sorry, not the crease, the corner of my eyes, and also on my brow bone. And I'm using just a small eyeshadow, I don't know what type of brush it's called, but it's like a smaller taper brush or something. And just pop that on my just like that. So the next thing I'm going to do, this guy's here, is I'm going to do, I always like to I always like to line my waterline. And during the day, lately I've been using like a brown shade versus using like a rich black. So right now, actually, I really like this. It is Sephora brand, waterproof eyeliner. It's a gel eyeliner. Or no, is it gel? Oh, no, it's a crayon eyeliner. But it says 12-hour wear. And this is just in the shade Tiramisu. And now we're going to move on to mascara. And lately my favorite mascara, sorry, my contacts got dry. Lately my favorite mascara has been the Bad Gal Bang by Tarte. I love this stuff. I love the brush. So it's really small and fine, so it kind of, you can really get in there, get all your lashes, all of them. I'm not really gonna focus too much on the top lid because I am putting on lashes. I always put on lashes. But do you see why I'm wearing lashes? Look at these lashes, especially this side. What rinky-dink lashes are those? I mean, it's not for me. For the lashes that I'm going to use for this look, these are probably not lashes that I would wear every day, like at work or something. Like this whole look I would. But these lashes might be a little bit more extra than what I would normally look, but I really like them, so I just wanted to wear them today. And these are them. These will be sold through my lash line that I'm going to be launching next year. I don't know why I have a thing with lashes that, I don't know if they're called wispy or what, but when they're kind of spaced like this, the way that it looks when it's on, I just think it looks annoying. Alright, so I'm going to let those dry. And now I'm going to go in and do my highlighter real quick. One of my favorite highlighters is the Too Faced. It's kind of an older brand, the Too Faced Diamond Light. I don't know if there's this particular, yeah, Diamond Fire is the one that I use. I really like this. Right, so I use like a blending tapered brush to apply this. And just get some of this there. And just sweep I love this stuff. It's just like so pretty. And I like to bring it kind of all the way up to my eyebrow. And then I like to do my nose bridge. Now that I'm done with that, I'm going to go in and put my eyelashes on. Alright. This takes a little while, but it's a little wild right there. This side's cute. Okay. So now that I've got those little beasts on my face, I'm going to just kind of go over my lashes underneath with some black mascara. It's like bugging me this right here. It's bugging me. Where? It's not that bad, right? Okay, we're gonna with that. We're gonna move on. We're moving on. We are moving on. Okay, so now last but not least, we're gonna do the lips. And my go-to lip look that I use every day, like during the day, is this look. So I'm going to use the MAC Cosmetics in the lip pencil in Soar, and then I'm also going to use another MAC lip pencil, and this is in the shade Half Red. So first I cover my whole lip with the shade Soar. And then I'm going to line the outer liner of my lips. I'm going to go under that line with the Soar with the Half Red. Okay. See, I like it, makes it look, your lips look a little fuller when you do that. And then for the lipstick, I'm going to go in with the Lip Stain by the Sephora brand, and this is in shade 85, I believe. I don't know what the shade is called, but it's shade 85. It's like a mauve, rosy, dusty mauve. I just love that blend. I think it's so pretty just for the day. Like nothing too dramatic. And then for the gloss, which I always like to use gloss, I rarely will not. I'm going to use the Buxom full-on pumping lip polish, and this is in the shade White Russian Sparkle Darling. I don't know why I said it like that. I like to kind of focus on the center of my lip of this. It just gives it like a little bit of a do something else too, just to make this look a little bit more fun. I don't know. So I'm going to go in using the Colourpop Freckle Pen, and I'm using the shade Dark Brown. I'm just going to put a little freckles around my nose and that area. Just kind of doing this, you know? Really lightly with this, just to lighten them up a little bit. I don't want to take any of my product off. I think it's so cute. Lastly, what I'm going to do is just kind of set everything and blend everything. I'm going to go in with a round face, like a fluffy face brush, and I'm just going to go in with a light amount of that Charlotte Tilbury pressed powder. I'm going to grab a little on the brush. Sticking my lip. My favorite. I don't care about the smell. If you guys are sensitive to smells, you might not like this, but I love it, and it's the HUDA Beauty Resting Boss Face Setting Spray. I had to fix the lashes. I'm hoping that they're better now. This side was like all wonky. I'm sure you guys saw it before I did. It was making my eye look all weird. So this is the final look. I hope you guys like it. This is pretty much like what I would wear my makeup like every day if I'm going into the office. Something just not natural, but something like on the simpler side. This is pretty much, like I said, this is what I would do for every day, and I'm like all thrown off because I had to redo this ending because I had to fix my lash, and I went and rewatched it, and I was like, oh my god, I look like I would burn. Now I'm thrown off. Like I've said, all these products have been tested to where I know they last like a good 8 to 12 hours. Usually I'll wear this look when I go to work, and when I go home for the day, I still feel like my makeup still looks pretty good. I don't really have to touch it too much. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will catch you on the next one.